Welcome back to Body Shockers. So far tonight we have seen some truly astounding things that people are prepared to do to their bodies. Some are acts of compulsion, some are acts of vanity, and some are simply mental. But ladies and gentlemen, I am now going to show you something that will stun you stupid. And I'm going to do it blindfolded. I don't know what the drum roll's for. I just wanted the blindfold so I didn't have to watch the next bit of the show. It's just appalling.
Why are people squeamish about eyes?
I can flick my eyes inside out and things. Flick your eyes in. So it doesn't bother me, but...
Ugh, I don't like it.
People tend to get rather squeamish about that area.
When someone has a donor card, they're like, oh yeah, you can have my heart, like my kidneys, you can have my head, but you can't, oh, just leave my eyes.
People always get so squeamish because they should be squeamish.
Like, eyes are important. I like to see stuff.
My name's Antonio Francis. The thing I do that I'm famous for is the ability to actually pop my eyes out. And do the left one its own, right one its own.
Bing.
Roll them while I'm looking at you.
It's hideous and it's scary.
I mean, I think I've got quite scary big eyes anyway. Like, oh yeah, I can tell you're scared. But they don't go like...
Also, how did you figure out that you could do that?
I was about 7 years old. Used to have a big Michael Jackson afro. In the mirror, combing my hair. And my hair was a bit matted, and I pulled my comb through. My left eye just popped.
Oh, like that, and it just went...
What a weird thing to figure out you could do.
Then they called an ambulance for me to go to Moorfields Hospital. Did a load of tests to check to see if my eyesight was all right. And then one of the nurses said to me, can you do both of them? I said, I don't know, and I tried, and it worked out that I could actually pop both of them. I've been doing it ever since then.
He has very shallow orbits, and he has very weak supporting structures of the eyeball. Imagine you're straining. If the connective tissues are weak, you can bulge the eyes much more than the average person can.
It's been a life-changing thing, because it's opened a lot of doors for me, and I've done a lot of weird and wonderful things, popping my eyes out.
I suppose one possible danger is that if the eyeball protrudes beyond the orbital rim and it doesn't go back.
That's all I'm ever going to do. Unless I break both my legs and my eyes pop out and roll off down a drain somewhere, I'm always going to be doing this.
Ew!
Eyeball jewellery is something that was pioneered in the Netherlands.
You don't want anything like that in your eye. My brother got a piece of plastic caught in his eye once. We didn't leave it in there going, oh, it's arty. Like, we got it out at the hospital.
Kind of seems unnecessary, I would say.
It's not for me, definitely not for me.
I've had an eyelash in my eye before. That hurt.
There is a video in existence of eye jewellery being put in place. It's a video from the Institute of Innovative Ocular Surgery in Rotterdam. And it's hideous. It's hideous to see.
They're putting a needle in an eye.
I actually can't watch that. Oh God, they just made a hole with some scissors.
He's like, he's caressing the eye with the, like, he's kind of going like this inside the eye. And it's almost like he's flirting with, he's sort of foreplay with the eye.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. They've just like put a big metal thing.
They open up the top layer of the eye and they insert this jewel underneath it.
Oh! Oh my God.
It's interesting that around the world, people are going blind because of macular degeneration, and there's someone having jewellery put in.
A technique that's being adopted that's even more shocking than the eye jewellery is tattooing of the eyeball.
Eye tattoos, which sounds like something Apple make. Yeah, joke.
How someone can go and have a tattoo on their eyeball. Your eyeball's really sensitive.
Oh, is this going to hurt? Yes, it's really going to hurt because you're not meant to tattoo your eye.
We're going to be doing the world's first multicolored eye tattoo today.
Nice white eye. I'd say leave it like that.
Ew! 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 Ew!
What the fuck
What are you doing?
No, very much gonna put something on it instead.
If you watch the video, you'll see that there are not surgeons, not ophthalmologists, putting needles very close to the eyeball and injecting ink into the top layer of the eye.
It's ridiculous. Don't mess with your eyes. What are you doing? Who would you trust to do that?
Eyeball tattooing is something I've been involved with for years now. The most recent eyeball tattoo I've done was a multicolored eyeball tattoo. So it was almost like a bright colored oil slick.
Now, if you've got a needle next to your eyeball, you're talking millimeters in terms of potentially going through the eyeball and causing irreversible sight loss.
This is the first time I've ever done a multicolored eye, and I'm sure it's the first time that it's ever been tried.
The problem is that the sclera, or the white bit of the eye, if you puncture that, you're then into the jelly of the eye, and if you inject ink in that space, you will blind the patient.
There's no way of knowing what will come of this. What will these original eyes look like? How has the ink settled? So there's certainly a lot of risks involved with that.
Well, basically all it takes is one patient to go blind from it, and that'll be game over for that.
I mean, I'm always amazed that there's some jackass who wants to sleep with this person. You know, like that should be what Darwinism and evolution is about, is weeding out, you know, freak genes like this, but there's some chick who thinks that's really hot.
Is it over? Is it? Are you sure it's really over? Oh, good.